Boy, we're back again on the Listen to Low show, and you are listening to Low. Remember what I said, 2 ears, 1 mouth. Because you never know what you might miss when you listen to Low. Listen to Low brought to you by Sweet Fire Production. And our motivational quote of the day is, be thankful. Are you thankful? I'm telling you, and I'm asking you, be thankful, and are you thankful? I'm definitely thankful for the opportunity to wake up every morning to the morning light and do it all over again and again and again. I'm thankful for that opportunity to impact lives, to be a coach, to be a mentor, to be a trainer. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for someone like Tony Dungy, putting the book together, Uncommon Life, Daily Challenges. Get up in the morning, wake up in the morning, kick your covers off, jump out that bed, get in there, sit down, read that book, and just bring it and feel it as it goes into me so I can express it to you. Let me tell you, Philippians 4:11-12 said, now that I was ever in need, for I have learned how to be content in whatever I have. I know how to live on almost nothing or with everything. I have learned the secret of living in every situation, whether it's with a full stomach or empty, with plenty or little. Philippians 4:11-12. Are you living in every situation, whether it's a full stomach or empty stomach? Are you living with plenty or are you living with little? Ask yourself that question there. We all got to make sure that we're thankful, because if you're not, there's no rewards. I remember coming out the restaurant, coming out of Chili's, matter of fact. I'm leaving out the Chili's, and me and my best friend, we're walking out. We open the door. 3 young ladies in high school walks in the door, one after the next. Not one of them said, thank you. Not one. And I'm saying to myself, how do 3 young ladies come in and a gentleman, an older gentleman at that, the open door and say, come on in, ladies. Not one of them said, thank you. Is that a product of what happened at home? Is that a home where maybe the father is not showing their daughter how to be appreciative? Understand how a man should treat a woman. A lot of us struggle with that. Maybe because most of us are raised by single mothers. We struggle. But let me ask you a question. If I went to the table where they were sitting at and asked them, can I pay for their bill? They'll say yes. Then they're going to say what? Thank you. See, the money overpowers just simple things that people do for others to get a thank you. You pay for it, you get a thank you. If you don't pay for it, you don't get a thank you. Just open the door and money. Totally 2 different things. That's why we have to make sure we don't let our kids live through the society of the social media world. It's totally taken over. I mean, look at it on TV. Everything you see now is not even the way that we were raised, the way that we came up. It's changing. You know, grandmother raised us or mother raised us, yes, but at the same time, we still understood their respect from man to woman. My mom still tells me no matter what your father did or he wasn't here, you still have to do this. You still have to do that. We have to, when it comes to your wife, to your girlfriend, or to women, period. My mama always said, never invite a woman to your backside. Never tell her that. Y'all know what them words is. Never say, mother, you know what the last word is. She always explained it to her. It them are words that's hurt. But nowadays, I hear people saying it like it's a normal word. Like it's in a normal conversation. So if you're talking like that and you're vulgar like that and we treat women like that or not thankful, you're never going to understand how to be thankful. It's no different in sports. You know, no difference in sports because we get in sports and a lot of time we want that instant gratification in sports. Instant gratification. But sometimes we just have to be content. See, being content is not easy in the world of sports at all. It's not easy. It seems like every year, everyone expects more and more. Like if a team has a winning season, they want to win more games the next year. When they feel they are getting better, now we want to make it to the playoff. One more. If they make it to the playoff, now they want to reach the Super Bowl the following season. If they reach the Super Bowl, now they want to go home with the trophy, the Super Bowl trophy. Question is, who's going to take the trophy home? If they reach the Super Bowl and win, there it is. If they win, well, they want to come back for more victories. So the same is true in our personal lives. If your spouse, children, houses, bank account don't fulfill all your dreams that you hope for, we start feeling very empty. You start feeling very empty. Maybe even cheated. Because, remember, society says that that's the way it works. We think that aspiring or acquiring more always seems to be, enough. Or it's enough to be content when all we can think of is what we imagine everyone else has. And we don't have. We can't worry about what everyone else has. We can't do that. Notice the difference what I just broke down to you guys. Notice the difference. The first approach said, something is missing in our lives and we need to go get it. Maybe we don't have to get a Super Bowl ring. Maybe we'll have to have a fat bank account. But it's tough to be content when all we can think of is what is the image of everyone else has and what we don't have. That's crazy. We're so busy worried about what everyone else has. We're so busy worried about what we don't have instead of just being content in what we do have. Everybody want to win a Super Bowl, but everybody's not going to win it. Everybody want a Super Bowl ring, but everybody's not going to get a Super Bowl ring. Everybody want a fat pocket, but everybody's not going to have a fat pocket. But if you win some game, you got a winning season. What's wrong with it being happy that you're a winner? If you got some money in the bank, you can pay your bills or, you can buy the things you need. What's wrong with that? We so much, the society keeps telling us, get more, get more, get more. More money, more problems. More money, more headache. Because see, a lot of us have not even been taught how to manage the money. That's why when we talked about NIL money for high school kids, I totally was against it. Because I felt like that's problems, even more problem. When I had my sons at Notre Dame, and my boys were at Washington State, they all talked about maybe we need a little more help focused on the mental side of football. It was hard. It's tough. You got to deal with a lot as an athlete. You got to deal with the coach. You got to deal with recruiting. You got to deal with other players they're bringing in. You got to deal with losing, the coach losing, because that coach trying to win, keep her job, keep his job. There's a lot to deal with. So if you're not content with winning and just a 500 season versus the Super Bowl, if you're not content with to have enough to live with and survive with and make it work or maybe some cushion, you're gonna have some struggles. You're gonna have some problems right there. If and buts about it. Even in the Bible, Apostle Paul takes a different approach. If you look at the Bible, it said it, expressing gratitude. His approach was different because we're talking about expressing and approaching a different angle, expressing that gratitude instead of complaining about personal things. Why we complain about it? Don't complain about it. Just be content about it and make it happen. It's an acquired. It's an acquired attitude you got to have. That acquired attitude, the different attitude you got to have when you're there. But when we approach things like when we approach everything in our lives with an attitude of gratitude, it becomes more natural. You approach an attitude with gratitude, it becomes more natural, a lot more easier, a lot more simpler. That's where you and I will find contentment. Now that's crazy. Not at all. That's not crazy. We don't find contentment like that. It's okay. It's not crazy that you'll find contentment by having, the right attitude to get the gratitude. It's just important that contentment is contagious. Because if you content, then they're content. The people around you are content. Like I said before, you're a product of your environment. If you out here want to hang with the Joneses or want to keep up with the Joneses, you're not being content. You want the person with the fancy cars, now you're going to go broke doing it, you're not being content. If you want to wait out for them scholarships and wait out till I get more money, more money, more money. I mean, they offer you $1 million. Now I want $2 million. You're not being content. And a lot of times you miss out on things like that. And that's where the stress start coming in. Now we got mental issues, mental problems, and now we in trouble. Y'all, it's enough being an athlete as it is. Especially the pressure we're putting on the youth kids to the high school, all the way up. It's a lot of pressure. When I was coming through, there really was no pressure. They said you're good enough, they'll find you. Sure enough, Miami Hurricane, West Point, Florida State, South Carolina, Oklahoma, UCF, they was right there. I said, why? Because I was good and they found me. That is the key. But now social media have totally took that away. To my opinion, kind of made things a little lazy. Instead of me going out seeking and finding, I'm on the internet looking at the Instagram. Now I'm looking at social media, who the best little players. Let me watch them. That made things lazy. Now you don't get that one-on-one relationship, that personal relationship. Now you get to shake their hand, look them in the eye, walk with them, go sit in their house, talk to the parent. COVID's over. Cut that crap out. COVID ain't stopping nobody from doing nothing now. It's rolling. It's back on and rolling. So here's what I say. Surround yourself with people who understand what it means to be content. And become one of those people for the good of those you influence. Become one of those people that's good for those that you influence about being content. It's that simple. It's that easy. And I want to bring it to you, let you know about being thankful for every opportunity. When that coach pick you up, and that coach pick them kids up, and they bring that kid home, mom say thank you. Kids say thank you. Because before he got home, he already went to McDonald's and fed him for you. Before he got home, he probably already did homework in the car and fed him for you. Before he got home, he already probably got on him for having a grade issue. Thank him. We have to thank our coaches. Same thing when you want a job. You working and people recognize what you're doing, and they see how you're doing it. You're doing it, with the going the extra mile. They ask you to go an extra mile. Now they want you to go represent their company all across the country. Thankful. So you never know who's watching. We always have to be thankful. If and buts about it. I was thankful for when my best friend was right there with me every step of the way when things happen. I was thankful. To the very day, a year or two later, I called him saying, thank you, I appreciate that. Just call and say, hey, how you doing? Checking on you. A phone call. Not a text, a phone call. Text is a definite miscommunication. You got a question to them, coach, call them. Hey, coach, let me talk to you. But you talk to them, not talk at them. That's a different conversation. And that coach will be thankful that you talk to them and not talk at them. It's a lot going on when you're coaching a sport or when you're the boss of a company, the boss of a corporation. There's a lot going on. If you look behind me, all these jerseys you see behind me, to the very day we talk, we got a conversation. Or they just call it, coach, I appreciate it. But what you did for me back then, if you wouldn't did this, I don't know. You can see the writing on some of the jerseys saying, wasn't for you, wasn't for you. And I said to myself, no, it wasn't for God, the opportunity, and God bringing him to me. That's what it is. So I'm going to leave y'all with this right here, right? Because you listen to Low, and I want to make sure I impact you and let you know I am thankful you listen to me, and thank for everybody calling me and saying they appreciate what we're doing on the Listen to Low show. I'm going to say it like this here, and I want to read this right. It said, the moment you size up what everyone else owns or has accomplished, often it's only a short leap to a feeling that you have been shortchanged. A contented life is achieved when you focus on what God has given you and thank Him for those blessings. Be thankful. Be thankful. I'm Coach Lowe, and you're listening to Lowe. Make sure you like us, share it on YouTube. Camp King, Camp with a K, 1-2. We're brought to you by Sweet Fire Production. Lock in every Monday, 7 p.m. Share it, tell a friend, be a friend. This right here brought to you by Coach Lowe for Life.